DBS ebo ye chidong. DBS, your roofing concrete and steel solutions. One man pay, one year at senior de Cassi, Ebrew. I 5 at the end called social media and a fee. JafriQ was and a bomb chidom and now pay me and a bar for redo amu.
JafriQ 106.3.
Afe yantwa Kasiano, Yansa Kasiano ase nini nchirechire mu. Oswafo akane na ohwe akwane akwantempon so owura Francis Asenso Boache eno de adesre emu hwam na emu do papa ama aban se aban biara oba adwaso na woye adwuma esise bia eda hofri tititi atete eno ena aban bia de ye adwuma friend say public private partnership tese eye ankrankre ene aban ebeka bomu edi dwuma so no aboa ma omangana ne mpuntuo ene ne kankro akọ animu no se aban no otutu na se a wanhwa a udwuma hodo ene woni so ade hunu utimi nru baabi biara upese ukọ ni titire si ya akwan yesisi adan ne enoma ahodo no opani yi edi nsemi nyina tudwa ewo mrasebedwafie enum se owura senso Boate ono ne mrasebedwane a ogina ho no ma bantma na ne kasa mu no ena obo ofuase ayirebi mrasebedwane owura kodwo oponkroma se bra na ono oye soafo a ohwe enwuma ho nsem so no ene oboa papa ema aban ene ankrankra enkutahudie ewo adwumayemu no ekwanim enam so amemfa so paba entisa aban a waba adwa so esom yie atumu anamo ekwanim dia ebabua amadwuma hodo a eda yeso ne yetme awie ne yie mu.
Because of his background in finance and his 1 year stint at the Ministry of Works and Housing makes him well placed to provide that kind of insights. The Speaker, as others have said, this is very timely because as a country, we cannot rely on budgetary allocations to meet our infrastructure gap. The Speaker, as former Minister for Roads and Highways and also former Minister for Works and Housing, I have experienced there are serious challenges when it comes to financing of public infrastructure, strengthening the project preparation and bankability. Mr. Speaker, one of the biggest obstacles to the implementation of PPP projects is the lack of well-packaged, well-prepared, bankable projects that are attractive to investors. And it is so because normally there is what I would call weak infrastructure feasibility studies and also unclear risk allocation as well as financial uncertainty in calling for the strengthening of the project development facility. Once this is strengthening, we'll be able to provide some funds for early funding and technical assistance.
Ora Asenso Boache etwaso ebio ana o kyeremu se be ye pa se omanmu embra yede ato honoma emia ankrankra ni aban eka won mo ebomuma odi dwuma ahodo no ebehia se ye behwehwe de friend se PPP Act 1039 ye behwe ne yasese ne ye yakyerete ne ye bibi biara yesusu se etoche won no ye hwe ne nsechie no na emwa ema dwuma biara ye di anomo aye tu ewomu esese bia de begu aponso no ebetumi abubuamu ye ama obi ahudi a etwem nenam so ama emfasopa ahwe no yensa tumi afri aka afrimu osane ekyeremu ebio se enwuma bi wo ho ma na se contract bi wo ho na ban edema ebe yie pa se ya tenase edi ano anase ya toto ho nsem no ebe yie pa se afanu anasa fa asam betenase na wahwa toto ne yie esense ane yemfa ha yemfa nkobidi ne nyen se etomre bi a ema eche ewo kwan mu edodo.
And that is why I want to call for the review of the PP Act to streamline processes and introduce clear timelines for approvals. So Speaker, once this is done, we will to fast track the processes leading to the adoption and the implementation of PPP projects. Additionally, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to support the proposal by the maker of the statement to allow for direct negotiations in cases where competitive bidding is impractical. As long as, Mr. Speaker, there is the principle of value for money and transparency, sometimes we don't necessarily have to go into competitive bidding. I support that.
Ora Francis Asenso Boache eye mrasebedwani a ogina honmo emma bantma adese kane na oye akwan ne akwantempon so afo ewo omapani akufuado amamre mu ya twaso akoye ni ma afia atwa mu eye wasin sohwe a eba abonten no ensem bebre epuo wo ho a na wayek ede krata eba abonten a wo kire mu ese asukufo a wo twere sohwe no emu be se epimdu ahanum ede won sohwe no bibi ankoye won sohwe no twere bre mu ntino waso ensohwe no a wode asie eye mu enhwehwe mu enama afi se asem no eba abonten no ene emrase bedwam akwakopie ho osoafo hwe nmatua ho sem so waka bi ena afi court nsensem kra abamu na otwia yesi na otwum ne yeti say eye asuafo nkabom ko from say National Union of Ghana Students what ye one more adwin say wo beye oye kyerkese pa e de atia waye say de beya enkoda no enso hwe no wobetumi agemu na enkoda no bibiara opese roto na suaso no wetumi ato aso nene bi ane yeti say nooks one more oye kyere no watwe asensen den ma watwe asensen ye eno ene yabo kyere ni nooks panimpa Daniel Colley botwe adin komo eno kyerem say ampa we one man do say wo be oye kyere atia waye knenso woni GS ene panimfo bi asinkonwa na adwontoto mu no wate say won momodin a entwense say kopim say woni empanimfo ene waye ebedin komo no wo ba bi a wode asem no ebeto ansa
in our communique issue and run Adom. It was after a long meeting Director General for Ghana Education Service, a convening between myself as the next president and Madam Rosemont Wilson, the head of Ghana, chaired by the Director General of the Ghana Education Service. Prior to that, Minister for Education, Shawa Asam Emma, or refer issue to the Director General. And although WAEC had initially intimated they would release the results on the 28th now. You know, we didn't come on since January. I was somewhere we were not willing to take those assurances. But now I'm right in the presence of the Director General, and they gave these assurances. And the Director General has assured us we should take the word that he's going to make sure that they will stand by it.
We asuafo nkabom ko epeni Daniel Colley botwe na ne sabiachi no ena yebowura wayek ene ne head of legal affairs edi nkomo osof Reverend Brew ene nidi nkomo no wachire mo ese ifi se asemi ba na so wo so nkoda no enso hwemu no nkoda be se ahasane edunkron won mo enso hwe no waye mo hwehwemu ahunu de tuamu na be se ahanu ene aduoson enande one ho so we wo mafiri man ne wo do so hwe no amo wo se bokete se wike any nooks ebetena se na nsensem biara esese won bo ana nsensem biara won ti ase no wo siesie ni nyina na nkopim se odifo busumi ni da etoso adonu wotwe na chese na wieye efiada ye ba no na chese emu nsem no de dodo na wahwe atutu ni yie
nti enra no na chese ye na etna pon eho edi nkomo then ye na ye pe omani ye yo nti Director General ena of facility za nkomo no ya otna akonye mu a odi ye na enim kana ye share ya no ye to just say na yo 319 more practice cases na chese 319 bako 319 of social mu ashise na yesusu se students no be ayeka tasha na se omowie na 319 mo emo 274 na ye wie mu adwuma ya eno ye release the results na ma for na se etwemu so ayetwem ati na de aka ye 45 ya eno ye di hu nkomo enra enti ekowie krakra no na ye hu se e senti ase ye adwuma the looks at ye so mo di students ni na mo so train ase se chese ye no ye koye ni no ye betini ye na akayeti abo aye neoma improvement abem mamoti ase numbers no also and you know so wo yen hwehwe no aye o bo na hwehwe be and ye di ano a ye di nkomo no na kosi se okay and you know one mobile time say 28 no ebeba
Reverend Brew head of legal affairs Emma Wyek Edmakuo no hi Adom 106.3 FM your Facebook live or YouTube live anopay Oman Ghana ye wo baby ene nyoma ahudo bebra ye di mpanimfo edin atoso ene Kwame Nkrumah circle Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum ena afi ye wo J Ekufuor Avenue tese mia bebre the friend say monuments no mpanimfo ni admindifo no manfo a wabeye bi asomo man no ye di won mudin atutu bebre so beye enkaide ama nchiri ma ababa beto na efiri se ye wo yen eba ni nyina no ewiem hyen kese ba ko a Ghana ehon mo na akwantufo nyina wo kwa mono ne anaso wo ko ba bi no efa a eye Kotoka International Airport nenu ena ekuo bi asori echirim se da bi edin no a eda airport no so no ehu be yin se ye be ye free wo sa Kotoka no Democracy Hub ena afi Conventions People's Party wakambomu edi asem yakwa court say Lieutenant General Emmanuel Kwasi Kotoka ni din eda airport isu no ensem fata ete se yeyi ni din no efiri so efise Kotoka eka hu bi ena Ghana yaba be wiewie ba bia ya wie edi kire se oman Ghana yeje ye ho efiri abrofosoma ase no ade ye so ododo amambuo mu eto aba na 1966 kukasi a esima yetu Dr. Nkrumah efiri adwaso no na owura Kotoka odimu akotene enti aba ne se na obi a wabo omenya abro sei na wa ma oman Ghana ba bia pese ye koduru yentumi ankwan koduru na yede ne din ato airport kase sei so ate so obi a ba wiase afa na nyina odina ba bia me Kotoka no dwuma bempa na odi ede boa Ghana nenu na CPP Communications Director Sylvester Sapon ene Adom kase edi nkomo ewo nsem yi ehun na nasem o kan se wodon tuma akwakobo Democratic Hub no ni nyina no ene se Supreme Court enhwe na wonyina so na wo memra enyi opani din firi fi se opani ye boni din a nanka edin asese ye bo a ede Ghana ekoba bi pa na edin a etu Kwame Nkrumah ma Ghana ene ya bo asasade a na asese ye ni din efiri ho
say obi aye ku pen ewo Ghana na say nipa no ye di ni din to oman na die titru so te say airport say sa wo mo na wo mo ye ku eye sa de no sa din na ye de atotototo national infrastructure and a national edifices eso no unconstitutional relative to the 1992 constitution. In other words no any 1992 constitution mo ebura ekogensi no na ye confident to say ya organize ye hu ye ya research ye war judicial precedent into the petition Supreme Court if Supreme Court and more original jurisdiction to interpret the 1992 constitution and CPP ne Democracy Hub ye confident to say the Supreme Court tnase na omudi asem na they will have no option but to agree with our sound reasoning na saying so no His Excellency President Mahama ya te bibi o news mu say NDC form person mo say edini free Kotoka e de call Kwame Nkrumah but that is not the point yet he said the president has the discretion no power obetimi the ato adiya man but the area say unconstitutional.
Sylvester Sapon eto asubio era wo kire mu ese ebeye pa ne wo tete se omampani ana se aban pese oyi Kotoka din free airport no so won twansa na Supreme Court entrance am no so ne muaye biara ebeba no omampani agina so e de asesa din no ana se obema wo ho a na wama awo ho.
Yes, but say President Mahama, the Democrat that he is no. So chain ama Supreme Court petition ama Supreme Court no. We think it is just the right thing to do and we expect that President Mahama will wait for a ruling on the CPP Democracy Hub case before he changes any name. If you want more, the president no or the discretion so bit me a name no. My sister or person name no after Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. That's all well and bad. So I name no just very hard game because President Kwame Nkrumah didn't the name of the Bresu universities near but you are important than it. It's a free mamu from a free mamu say no key if you think it's me the airport not to know and care yes.
Sylvester Sapon Communications Director Emma CPP Amanyokono. Oma adwumaku a won mo na wo hwe ekyerɛkyerɛ ɔmanfo won mo asɛdeɛ ɛsɛ ɔmamma na won so so eye adwumasono de som ɔman yi efiri won mo panyina mu won mo nkrabata ɛwɔ brekum no waye enkyerɛkyerɛ ekwanimu amomanfo enkyerɛkyerɛ no a waye no ɛfa asuti yimra ɔman yi ɛde ɛba bɛsɛ mfie aduonu enie no ɛyɛ Wholesale Blowers Act waye nkyerɛkyerɛ afa ho ɛde amomanfo no na bra waye nkyerɛkyerɛ no ɛna kwankyerɛfo a wɔwɔ brekum ɛma National Commission for Civic Education George Nukon ekyere mu ese sa Wholesale Blowers Act no ehunya papa se omanfo ebeti ase efise wo aban adwuma bim ana wo adwuma bim wo kuo bim na obi esusu bone se ekata sese anase biboni biara obi pese oyi no emra no emma ho kwan se utimi ekotia opanin bi na so ekate se asuma se ana obenti a mene no edudwuma wa ha mene no ebo anan wa ebo anan no nsusue bi se anase bibi se na oye anase opese oye etumu hwe na muntuso anamo entententem sei na ochirechiremu akire nsentwefo
nyama bebre na ekoso nyama no bi o wa boni kwan so nyama ekutia oman no anase juma ko na nipa bi juma ho nti emampenifo tenase ehunu se nyama bi ekoso sa na ese epemra bi ye diba na etimi bo nipa bi onya information bi like assembly efa nyama bi hu sa nyama is like illegal nyama nipa ye no office no anase boni nipa edi I will say public office and I say private boni nipa edi so that nipa bi hu bi sa na obetimi a report to ama authorities mpedinfo asu ati ndi ya parliament no di mrabi bae ye friend the whistle blower act sa mrano kwan ma se nipa bi hu boni ekoso adwuma mu a no kwan say otimi report so se nipa no so asem na opese odiko report no asem na odiko no adwumfan ana odiko so you are reporting in good faith bro for reference say in good faith enya maybe menasipo bi na wanya fa nipa na okakoka no ase
ora yenukon eto aso ebio no obobo so osi edwuma kuo bebre wo hono a wo ye hwehwemu efa sansemi ho a wonso tumi tu Amerika se bibi koso na nya ntetetetetem no akoboso e dia chero se de be ya wonso so ebetu so anamo ayisa oha no afiri ho
unya asem na nka opese report a yo ba yiba bi bebre ya obetimi adiako na report no so no kwampo no enye se odi wanu ana eka ne keke ese uchro broni si put it into writing ese uchro wasem no na odiako ba bia odibeko no one obetimi adiako police Ghana Police Service obetimi akọ report asem no ama won two juma ko na uwom no penyin na oda anu no obetimi akọ report ama no se mujuma yefo no bi ana odi boni na obetimi a report ama juma ko no penyin a wo juma no employer no three obetimi akọ report ma Yoko organized crime unit obetimi akọ report amo obetimi a report ama Sraj for Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice obetimi akọ report amo even the assembly any worker of the assembly any member of the assembly obetimi a report na OSP Office of the Special Prosecutor obetimi a report
we ora George yenukona oye director Emma National Commission for Civic Education the futu ene kasa tire ene yeti ene yada sara ebema good energy goil yankasa yende Ecobank a better way a better Africa Franco Trade Enterprise from papa efie DBS Industries we are your roofing concrete and steel solutions ayo 05 ede ko social media Facebook YouTube and a JafriQ boss ebo michidom mi am so one opa midi ene bafo redu amo yes sorry no na dwaso nsem abra poko ahwene etwaso ede amaye
Are you an African living in Japan? Do you have a story to share about your experiences in this fascinating country? Join Emmanuel Atrekun on One Africa, One World on JafriQ Radio, the program that connects Africans in Japan and shares their unique stories, from immigration issues to cultural shocks and from racial challenges to unforgettable moments. We will explore it all. Tune in every fortnight to hear inspiring, thought-provoking and sometimes humorous conversations conversations about life as an African in Japan. Don't miss. Are you an African living in Japan? Do you have a story to share about your experiences in this fascinating country? Join Emmanuel JafriQ on One Africa, One World on JafriQ Radio, the program that connects Africans in Japan and shares their unique stories, from immigration issues to cultural shocks and from racial challenges to unforgettable moments. We will explore it all. Tune in every fortnight to hear inspiring, thought-provoking, and sometimes humorous conversations about life as an African in Japan. Don't miss One Africa, One World on JafriQ Radio, the voice of Africans in Japan. One Africa, One World on JafriQ Radio.
I went to the train station. I wanted to take train. There was this lady. She was looking at me. So I was thinking that, okay, I think this is the best person to ask this question. Like, please, where is this? Where should I drop? The funniest part is that the way she ran, as if I have gone. Just like you have a child here, they are here, and they cannot go anywhere. So even if you want to take them to your country, it's going to be a big problem because of your wife might not accept. The Japanese lady might not accept it. Because here I discovered that ladies are the owner of children. They have more power. I forgot my wallet in the train station, inside the train. Before I even get to my house, because it was like 5 to 6 minutes walk to my house, my club called me that, hey, you forgot your wallet in the train. I was like, no, I didn't. How? I didn't. They said, you forgot it, so I have to check my bag. It was not there. So they said, okay, you get it tomorrow. It was wrapped in the paper bag, pray for me. It was like, wow. When I was in Shizuoka, from the hotel, we take the bus is warm, go to training. After training, take the bus back to the hotel. So no bicycle. But yeah, it's a bicycle. After training, like, your hand is freezing.